Hey there. You can call me Hunch because I got a hunch. And tonight I'm coming to you from a really, really, really dark room. I'm just kidding. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about something I'm really kind of passionate about. I know I'm kind of a Bitcoin maxi, but tonight I'm going to do some altcoins. But it's going to be about the best Bitcoin portfolio over the long term. In the Bitcoin ecosystem that I think will keep paying us dividends over the long term and really further that goal of bringing Bitcoin mainstream, which I think is the most helpful to all people in the crypto industry, especially developing nations and all that. It's what I'm really passionate about. So let's talk about these things. I think it's going to pay dividends. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is kind of how I'm setting up my portfolio. Focusing on the Bitcoin ecosystem because, the one thing that we do know endures through all this is Bitcoin, and it's done the most good out of all these. And some of these other projects are interesting, but, I think it all comes back to Bitcoin, like I said. So let's get started. The first one we're going to talk about is Algorand. This is an unbelievable project focused on solving the trilemma of blockchains, which is, the trilemma problem, which is security, scalability, and decentralization. Obviously, Ethereum, had the decentralization, it had the security, but it couldn't scale, right? And so they're trying to solve that. Bitcoin obviously has massive security, decentralization, primo, but it couldn't scale as well, and so they're doing the Lightning Network, etc. Algorand is claiming to have accomplished all three. I kind of believe him too, because this team is unbelievable. This guy, this beautiful bald man right here, okay, he works at MIT. He is an engineer. He's worked on cryptography and things from what I've seen. They're working with some of the projects. I just clicked out of it, but unbelievable projects. Circle, huge in the industry. USDC circulation, right? That's on Algorand, and for you Ethereum bugs, Ethereum, right? Okay. They're using Tether. They're doing real exchanges, that are working with, actual assets like in the UK. I mean, it's really unbelievable, the team. And, they've got funding, they've got backing. It's just an unbelievable project. They're up here. Look up here. They're talking about NFTs. I really chose this because the team is stellar. It's based out of MIT because the leader was on the faculty there, and I kind of trust the project just because that. I mean, that guy has a reputation. He's not gonna stake his reputation on something that's such a bad thing. He's really gonna put his effort. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm kind of looking at it like that. Okay, so the next one we got Stacks. Stacks is this is my favorite project out of them all, and it blew up the other day. Okay, it went from like $1.18 all the way up to like $2.82 because it got listed on some Korean exchange. But this is the same thing that we have going on with Ethereum and Algorand. And the reason I said this is the Bitcoin portfolio, so this guy Munib right here, you can go follow him. I follow him. He's an unbelievable advocate for Bitcoin, and I have his Hero wallet, which is where he keeps, it's where you can keep your stacks, but he's the CEO of that. He developed this language with Algorand called Clarity, and it's a programming language, kind of like Swift or, whatever the language Ethereum uses, that DApp language, decentralized application language. Just like the apps on your phone, they all use a language. He developed this new language to make it clear, and that's where the word comes from, Clarity, for making decentralized apps. And the beautiful thing about Stacks is it's connected to the Bitcoin blockchain. So what is Stacks? So basically the goal is to build an internet on the Bitcoin blockchain, which is essentially like what every other cryptocurrency is trying to do. Okay, Ethereum, it's all about the internet. Everything that is going on goes back to Bitcoin. Remember, all these coins are derived from Bitcoin's code. Without Bitcoin's code, none of this would have existed. So in my mind, Bitcoin can do everything that all the other coins can do except better, because it has the infrastructure, it has the decentralization, it has the security, it has the open source, decentralized, no leadership type of role and democracy. Like, to me, this is more about like a democratic type of currency rather than like a centralized currency, which all these other projects claim to be is decentralized, but they have these leaders. A lot of them are pump and dumps. They're not truly decentralized. They got a small amount of nodes. So I know I get off topic every once in a while, but I'm just incredibly passionate about this. And so go follow that guy Munib. It's just incredible what he's doing for the Bitcoin ecosystem, and with Bitcoin smart contracts and decentralized applications. So those two are completely related. Algorand and Stacks, they use the same programming language. They were developed together. They've got stellar teams. Munib graduated from Princeton. These guys know what they're talking about. They're real leaders, okay? Like, I'm not trying to bash, Vitalik, but when he did this, he was a teenager. He didn't, he may have not understood the implications of moving too quickly and not trying to do this right. And he was initially, involved with Bitcoin, but thought it was going the wrong direction. But, there's just like a whole slew of problems that, he didn't probably foresee. And I think these two projects really address them without abandoning the true vision of crypto, which is decentralization. And then the final one, obviously, which I think will give you lasting gains over the long period of time. Remember, I'm a long-term holder of assets, whether it's a stock, whether it's a house. I don't flip things. I don't go quickly, because I think over the long term, you build not only your wealth, but you build up who you are and what you believe in and the projects you want to support. Because remember, you're voting with your money. You're trying to make money, but you're also, in my mind, trying to make the world a better place, at least the majority of people. So those three projects can be wildly successful with each other and successful without each other, except kind of like Stacks, because it's using this proof of, kind of work or proof of stake concept with the proof of work to keep it secure on the Bitcoin blockchain. So those two are a little bit intertwined. But these projects, I think, are going to be wildly successful. I think they're building the synergy and the basis for how the new internet is going to work. I think it's going to just completely destroy Ethereum gains, or Solana, or whatever other smart contract platform you want to talk about, Algorand. I mean, there's so many, hundreds of thousands of them. I can't even keep track anymore. But these are well thought out, unbelievable developers, unbelievable thought process and reasoning behind these things. And if you don't have reasoning and logic and stuff, you're just going to be lost in the ocean forever. Unbelievable stuff happening here. I'm investing in all three. Don't listen to me, though. Go read up on them. Watch videos. Listen to them talk. Listen to the people that are behind these projects. Jim Cramer, that investor who does Mad Money, always talks to these CEOs and gets a feel for their vision, their passion, their ideas. And I think you need to do the same with these projects. Bitcoin being his core leader, Satoshi Nakamoto, that's a tenet of its decentralization. That's how it works. That's different, okay? But you got to look at the people behind these other projects, the leaders, like the Vitaliks, or the people who are in charge of Chainlink, or any other project. You got to look at the team. You got to understand them, listen to them, hear them out. Okay, that's my talk, man. I'm call me Hunch. I got a hunch. I'm feeling spicy. I meet the ball. Thank you for joining.